Hello everyone, I'm back for another video. My name is Basiri and I go by Boltier1 on Twitch and Boltier on YouTube, Boltier on TikTok, Boltier on Twitter or X. So I came for another video to basically talk about my experience working in 9 to 5 jobs in New York City. Um, Before that, I wanted to just reiterate that I'm a college student. I don't want to work in these jobs. I just needed to work in the job at the time in order to support and sustain myself. My main passion is computer science and tech because I think that's the most powerful industry right now. So that's why I want to work in that field, and I think that's where the future is headed because, like I said, it's new. It's a fairly new industry. I think it's like 50 years old. Computers been around since the 1950s, but like modern computers where everybody's able to actually have them in their homes and carry it around with you is new. So like that's why I want to work in computer science because there's endless possibilities with this tech and we're just getting started with it. But to back on track, I wanted to make a video on like my experience working a 9 to 5 at different locations in New York City. So the three jobs that I worked in were overnight jobs. Two were overnight jobs, and one was a day job. So my first job I think I had was at Cinderella, and that was the day job. And Cinderella, for those who don't know, is a gourmet market in New York City. You have one on the Upper East Side, Upper West Side, and something I think in the Hamptons too. But basically, I worked there because I was broke and I wanted to. No, I wasn't broke, but I was just like I have to get out the house, but I wanted to also get more money. So I was like, okay, let me get a job. I worked in those jobs, and I'll tell you right now, all three of these jobs, I hated all three of these jobs. All three of them, I hated all three of them. When I worked there, I was so depressed. I was like, kind of like I had to, I couldn't use my, it was so bad. Like it was so bad working these jobs. I was so depressed. So with Cinderella, I have to work in the day, and like I said, I was depressed, and I have schizoaffective disorder. So like I hear voices and stuff. So like while I was working at these companies, at Cinderella, I couldn't use my headphones to block out these voices. So all I heard all day was just like nonsense, just like all these voices talking to me and everything like that. I was just like, bro, this is crazy. Like I can't even stay focused. But I worked there for like 2 3 months and I was getting like $18 an hour. And while I was doing that, I was stocking shelves, and I had a coworker there that was helping me and stuff like that. But personally, I didn't want to work there because it was just too much pressure. Like I was working in Upper East Side, so it was very busy. And like for those who don't know, Upper East Side is one of the richest part in New York City because it's in Manhattan. So like if you live on the Upper East Side, if you live in Manhattan, then it's pricey. It's the priciest borough in the city because it's the city. When people say New York City, they mean Manhattan because they mean 42nd Street, downtown, Wall Street, Soho, all these commercial areas. But I was working at on the Upper East Side, which is a residential neighborhood. So people who have money usually work downtown, and they live in the Upper East Side. Um, I was working there. People who have like a lot of more income, but I was working there and it just sucked because like I couldn't do anything. I was limited. All I did was stock shelves, put things on shelves, make sure that things were. I was a robot. I was pretty much I was a robot in all three of these jobs. But Cinderella was the worst because it was during the day and I couldn't use headphones. But basically in Cinderella, it was annoying. You had to deal with customers coming at you, asking you, "Hey, do you have the lemonade in stock?" And if you didn't, they would ask you to go downstairs and look for it. And then when you didn't bring it back, they'll get mad at you and ask for the manager. So that happened a lot regularly. Also, we had customers like asking me like I was a new worker there, so I didn't know what everything was. So they would get upset with me when I didn't know what a specific product was, despite them coming there every day. So they come here every day, they know where the product should be, and I'm new, and they expect me to know where it's at, and that's what I have to deal with every day. So like I had to deal with that for most of my time over there, and it sucked because like I didn't like the job. But that was Cinderella. I also worked at Target and Wegmans, and those jobs were overnight. And those jobs were a little harder too because I had to sleep during the day and wake up over the night and work and walk over there overnight. And Target, I was worked in the East Harlem, which is where I live, and on 116th Street, and then and in Wegmans I was working in Brooklyn, I think Williamsburg. So yeah, I was working in those two areas. And like for Target, I can speak how like that sucked too because like when I came into the store, I had to go downstairs. Then I had to like start. I had to like we had to work together to like divide the boxes and then come in and then like put the boxes in different areas so that we know when we bring them back upstairs to stock the shelves that this is where these are the toys go, this is where the food goes, this is where the makeup goes, this is where the accessories go. So that's what we had to do every day, and I hated it because like it was boring. Like another day, another job, another bot job, just stocking shelves. Um, I was really confused as to why I was even there, but I was like, okay, I need to make money because I'm in New York. I need to save money to move out. But it was an endless loop because, like I said, my family would ask me for money, and I was just like, I have no money to give you because I'm trying to move out. And then they would keep begging me for money, money, money. My mom, like, I would literally come home from work so tired because I worked overnight. It would be morning, and then she'll wake me up, and because she has to go to work, and she'll wake me up to give her like $10 or $15, and I was just like, this is so annoying. But I can't do this. Like it was so much hectic. So that was Target. Wegmans was a little bit better because the workers there were nicer to me in Brooklyn. Um, I had a great manager. I think his name was Devin. His name was Devin. He was a great manager. Like he helped me a lot. Cause like I was supposed to, if I'm being honest with you guys, I was supposed to really get fired like multiple times. Reason being was because I would come into the store and literally go upstairs to sleep because I couldn't get enough sleep during the day because my house was so hectic. So I would come upstairs, I would go into the store, go upstairs. They had like a little resting area for the customers, and I would just go up there and just sleep. And also while I was work stocking the shelves, I would be knocking out. I would just be like, just like knocking out, sitting down, sleeping. They had to wake me up multiple times, so I was supposed to get fired. But Devin, he kept me there. Because like his the whole mission was to get me prepared to move to the Manhattan store, the Astor Place store, because that's where I applied to. So I had to work in the Brooklyn store first, because the Astor store place was opening later that year. I ended up quitting though because it just like I couldn't do it anymore. Like overnight jobs, stocking shelves overnight is boring, and like I didn't want to be a bot. But that was my experience working at those 9 to 5 jobs, and I know a lot of people have those same sentiments. 'Cause I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and I read a lot of comments on Reddit about how these jobs just like they're not sustainable because they're looping you. They're doing the same thing every day over and over again, and you're not growing. You can't listen to some jobs they won't allow you to listen to headphones, so you can't listen to no audio, podcast stuff like that, and you can't really talk to your coworkers because you have to stock the shelves. So you're really just like a slave in the system. And that's the worst part about it because you want to be recognized as a human being. You don't want to be recognized as just another cog in a machine, but because you are working in those jobs, that's how people view you. That's how people in the city will view you. And foreigners, people who leave the city and come back, they'll be like, "Oh, you work at that job, so you're not that smart, or you're just not that you're not on my level." So that's where you get a lot of animosity between the workers and the civilians in the city. I remember a story I can mention. I had a friend, a coworker who used to work with me at Cinderella, and a guy had stole a Coke bottle from the store. He said that the guy stole a Coke bottle. So my coworker, he ran out the store, and my coworker chased him, and he punched him in his face, and he got the Coke bottle back. And my coworker ended up getting fired for that because that was a violation. And my coworker was obviously upset, and I was just like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that because it makes the store look bad, but I get why he did that because he's trying to defend the store because that's his job, and that was his only way of making money. What I'm trying to get at is that like jobs like that are really soul sucking. Like they don't help at all because they're boring, and plus you can't talk to people because they're just focused on their own problems. That's why I don't want to work at a job, at a 9 to 5 job again. I'd rather just do online work and then go back to school and then maybe do machine learning and AI and development because I can't really help my community working at these jobs because they just suck the energy out of you. So when I come home from these jobs, I'm tired. I don't want to chill with nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to play the game. I'm depressed. I don't want to eat. I don't want to play the game. I just want to sleep, sleep, sleep because I know I have to go back to work. And I was working full time at those jobs, so it was like 5 days a week. And at the time, I was like between 20 years old and 21 years old, no, 20 and to 22. That was where I was working, 20 to 22 or 21, where I was working these 3 jobs that I quit. I actually got fired by Target because I kept on calling out because I hated working there. But yeah, but that's me right now. Like I'm thinking about the past. I'm thinking about how pissed off I was every day because I had to work at those jobs, and how pissed off I am right now because I can't find a job again. Like I tried to reapply to Target and I got rejected, and I tried to apply to these software engineering jobs, and I keep getting rejected, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they're getting outsourced or because the competition is so tough. I don't know what to do. Basically, I'm lost right now. Like I said, I want people to more comment more. Like, just give me suggestions of what type of videos you want to see from me, because I think I had a unique experience growing up in New York City, because I didn't really have that New York City that standard New York City lifestyle. Like where you go out to party, you go out with your friends, you go out to have fun, hang out with friends. Most of my life was spent in this room here. That's most of my life. When I would come home from school, I would just stay in a room and play games here. When I would go out come back from program after school, I would come home and play games. I didn't go out to chill with friends or like hang out with people. Only when I got into high school and like college is when I started to do that. Like 12th grade, 11th grade, that's when I met new people, and that's when I started hanging out in the nighttime, overnight, chilling with friends and stuff like that. But like before that, I didn't have that sort of connection with my community outside of my friends. My friends, they didn't want to hang out with me because I don't know why. They just didn't want to hang out with me outside of school, and that sucked because I was really lonely, and I'm still lonely to this day because I get no, like, my friends are still busy. Like I said, they don't really have time for me, and I'm just lost. Like, I just want to make new friends. I want to make new experiences. I want to travel the world. I don't want to stay in New York City my whole life because I've been here my whole life, and it's like I said, when you've been here in one and like when you've been here, when you've been in one area your whole life, your world view gets sort of clouded, and then you sort of think that, okay, this is how life is supposed to be. So that's why I wanted to travel. Like I was thinking about traveling to Canada, moving to Canada, or moving to overseas, to Europe, France, all these different places I want to see because I enjoy traveling a lot, but I'm so limited because my money's tight. But when I'm traveling, I always love to talk about the places I visit when I come back home. So yeah, this was just a video about another thing about my past. Like, I didn't want to bore you guys. I know you guys were looking for more content, but like I said, if you want more content, just write down in the comment section what do you want to see. How do you want to how do you want me to come? Also, give me suggestions on what I should do. Like, should I play video games and content stream? Like, should I have gameplay in the background, or do you guys want to see my face and my movements? Just let me know, cause I'm really young. I'm really starting this out. I don't know what to do exactly. I'm still like figuring things out. So, like I said, thanks for watching again, and I hope you guys come again.